That's better. So yeah, 4 deer, so lots of deer. That's actually pretty good for Mongols, but also pretty good for Cumans here, because then he's gonna have extra food to get his boom going. So yeah, let's see how the opening is. All right. Your bears are forward, but you can assume Cumans is not going to be aggressive. And I mean, if the Cumans is more aggressive than you as the Mongols, then something has gone wrong with your strategy, basically. So it's not that big of a deal that your berries are forward. Okay, decent deer pushing. So one other thing to point out, you're up so fast as the Mongols that you don't really need to get loom on the way up. Yeah, it's a slight risk, but unless the opponent's drushing, you'll get up and then you can get loom once you're up. And it's very little risk as the Mongols to just skip loom. And making one additional vill instead of loom here would give you just 50 extra wood, because that one vill is working on the way up. And they're going to collect around 50 wood on the way up. So it's not a lot, but it is something. I mean, 50 wood is actually quite a lot. But okay, opponent's got some weird looking walls. Did he not scout it? Nah, he just is kind of walling weird for no reason. But you see that he's walling. And this is kind of the correct play for the Cumans as well. But you know that this is open up here. You saw that this is open, so that's good. Instant stable, really good. Taking some of his sheep. Yeah, I mean, if he didn't find the sheep yet, might as well. Yeah, this is your first major mistake. We're mega walling against Cumans. Like, Cumans is not going to be having as much military as you early. And you know he's walling as well. He's investing into defense, so we don't need to invest into defense here. What we want to do is we want to be making farms here with the wood. Bro got horse collar as Mongols. I mean, it's good. Double bit axe is definitely an insta. Like, if you're going to get ecotex, you got to get double bit axe. Horse collars, it's an upgrade, but double bit axe is an OP insane upgrade. 20% faster wood chopping is way better than horse collar. He's going for this, so yeah, you really need a double bit axe here. That's going to cost you a lot. Also, losing your scout for free is kind of bad. But yeah, you're walling against a guy who's just going 2 TC. So this is actually where your strategy falls apart. Is we're walling against he's just going full eco and we're wasting our res here. We need to be just making farms. Misclick, don't get it forever. Yeah, you got to be checking. So you'll see that the res collected is going to go into the Cuman's favor very quickly. Because you really do need double bit axe. Unless you're going mega aggressive. And we're even adding a gate. Like, we're adding a range now. It's kind of... We're not really getting a lot of damage. The fact that you're keeping off of berries is really good, though. Keeping him off of berries probably will mean that he'll have to idle his TC here a little bit. His idle TC is going to be going up, so that's good. It's not the smoothest Cuman play from him. But yeah, walling was your biggest mistake here so far. I like that you added the range, but yeah, losing the scouts, ooh, that hurts. Yeah, basically, if you have scouts and archers, it's good, but if you lose the scouts before you get the archers forward, then it's kind of a disaster. You know he has a bunch of spears, so we need to stop being so impatient and just group up with the archers, right? 2 archers, and that kills all of his spears. 3 archers, there we go. We gotta go now. If we wait any longer, we lose the game. The opponent's eco lead is getting far ahead. Yeah, we're chilling for too long. Like, we're actually waiting too long. He has 4 spears, so we don't need to wait for 4 archers. Even the first archer could have come forward and done major damage. So waiting for 4 archers, and we're still chilling on the hill. Like, we really need to get going. So just a little bit too slow here. Luckily, the opponent's not really booming smoothly, so he's actually only like 5 vills ahead, which is not too bad. But yeah, not having double bit axe is hurting a lot. All right, this is gonna do big damage though. Like, you know he's open up here, so you just gotta go. You should have checked this again. He's gonna easily be able to just res wall behind here. So we would have done probably game-ending damage by going up here. So just choosing the target a little bit better would have helped a lot. But overall, decent spending. Let's just take another review of how we spent the wood from the start of Feudal Age. Obviously, this initial wall was not very good, because that's just... We're investing into a bunch of defense when we should be getting the range earlier. Ideally, instead of this, we get the archery range going. We could have stable archery range way earlier, and we could already have an archer. Like, we could already have one archer right now, and it would be so big. If we didn't invest in all this, the range would have been down way earlier, and we would have just had archers. Basically, before any farms, you can go stable, and then you can even make the range right away, and then the mining camp. As the Mongols, especially with 4 deer, you have more than enough food to keep the TC running. So, yeah. But yeah, let's focus on the wood spending. I think the wood spending was pretty good. Yeah, you're keeping the wood low, which is great. That's what we'd like to see. But you're a little bit slow sending the units across the map. Okay. Yeah, honestly, the wood float isn't so bad. You would have had a lot more wood if you had double vid axe, though. Wood float started to go crazy here, though. Now that we're using the army. Oh, you're actually in. Okay, okay. That's really good. And you just basically need to click up here. You forgot to click. Oh, there we go. You actually get up. Okay, Micro could have used a little bit of work there. That could have been 2 vills. But anyways, forcing him away is really good. You know that he's got stuff over here, too. So once you force him away, yeah, there you go. Nice kill. And, yeah, I mean, there's not a lot more you can do in terms of, like, forcing vills away, but taking him off of some of his farms is good. Yeah, just chilling over by his gold is good. Running around with the scouts, that's nice. You know that he wanted to go for stable units, but you did deny one of the stables, so that's really big. He's also adding a range, though. I don't know. The opponent's just adding a bunch of random stuff. So, that's kind of good for you. And you're going to commit to Knights play. That's good. Or Step Lancers, whatever. As Mongol steps can be pretty good, actually. But yeah, opponent's up 7 vills. It's not that bad, though. You both have wheelbarrow, but yeah, no double bit axes. Somehow you're still ahead on the res collected, but yeah, no double bit axe is killing me. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, hopefully these tips are helping. There's lots to point out. Okay. Good job. Good job with the micro here. It's really good. Nice. Yeah, just chill on this hill, right? Just chill on the hill. Yeah, pick off, like, random vills that go out for wood. Got to get in front of the vill, though. It was fine there. But, yeah. Pro tip, go box formation when you have less than 7 scouts. So, like, 6 or less scouts. Box formation is going to keep them a little bit tighter. It's a lot nicer to move with them. Okay, nice. So, we're up. What's the strat? We're floating perfect 2 TC boom with Step Lancers. If you go all in with just like 1 TC, it's going to be a huge mistake here. But this, as soon as you're up, you want to be using that tech as soon as possible. So we didn't really add a crazy number of farms. So it's not like we can really just go full Step Lancer or something. You can actually do 2 stable Step Lancer with you could siege push with 3 TC from here. We're 40 vills with wheelbarrow. Like, we're actually kind of late to Castle Age. So we have tons of res in the bank. We want to spend it. So, yeah, you're definitely going to want to build 2 TCs. Like, one, it's really awkward, but like on the gold here could be good. You would love one on a wood line, but man, this map doesn't really allow for it. So, I mean, here, but Cumans can attack that easier, but still. Anyways, you got to be making 2 TCs here. If you were watching the games against Yellow Jacket that I just did, I won against his crazy aggression because I went 3 TC boom every game. We get 1 here, but you'd rather expand outwards. It's not bad, but still, I prefer that TC outside because you're up first. So the opponent can't really deny it right now. Okay, we're going to lose the scouts, but it's fine. Where are our units? Yeah, we need to get these units forward, right? Like, we're chilling. The earlier you use the units, the better. Like, we have 15 units right now. He has 0. But if we chill, he's going to start making units. There we go. Okay. Those scouts are supposed to be on standing ground. Yeah, it happens. We're chilling too much, though. Like, these need to be doing something. We can't just move them like 2 tiles every few seconds and then just, like, slowly go forward. We need to go forward right away. Okay, we're still attacking the front, though. He's still open here, by the way. You didn't know that, but anyways, you'll get in. There's the double bit axe. All right. But opponent is starting to get the eco lead here. So hopefully you click the bow saw as well. Yeah, you win that. Oh, you have to be patrolling in, though. You have to be paying attention. You can't just click your guys in. The reinforcements actually make you lose this fight, by the way. Like, this fight here you win. Because this fight is, like, 9 guys versus 8, but your guys are all knights. That's better. But as soon as you saw the new reinforcements, like 3 reinforcements come out, especially because it's camels, plus this one camel, it was like 4 reinforcements. Then suddenly you lose that fight, and you have to run away. You wanted to go to the hill. Yeah, it's not really good. You can't just take a bunch of free hits on the way in and then take the hill. It's like the whole point of going to the hill is so that you take a good fight. But if you lose half your HP getting to the hill, then you take a bad fight. Then going to the hill is meaningless. This hill, maybe you can take, but not really. He has like 4 stables now, and he's going to be spending. So, yeah. One of your big problems is you didn't add 3 TCs. 2 TCs is not enough. Now you're kind of going half and half. Basically, you're making military, but it doesn't beat his military, and you're making economy, but it doesn't beat his economy. You have to commit to one. If you're going to go military, you go full military. If you're going to go boom, you go full boom with 3 TCs. Something like that. I mean, you could do a little bit of each, but it's just 2 TC boom is not enough here. It's the main thing. But yeah, this battle is going to be a disaster, and then basically if you lose a battle and you're behind economically, it means that you just lose the game, because now he has a bunch of units. He's going to go counterattack, and you kind of have nothing. But good thing this is 200 or 1200 elo, so people just chill instead of go and kill you. So that's good. And actually, you have a bunch of guys chilling as well, so I mean, I guess you'll be okay. All right. I don't really like that you have units garrison, but yeah. All right. I mean, the opponent kind of didn't make enough guys, so he won't be able to kill you. Okay, this works. All right. If you guys are chasing like that, you can issue a stop command, and basically what I do in this situation, I just issue a stop command, and then my front guys will like surround this guy and just do a bunch of free damage while he's running away, because you'll never do any damage if you just keep chasing. Just issue a stop command on all of them. They'll kill a few of the stragglers, and then he'll get away. But now he just runs back. He won't get any damage. Now you have to run away from the monk. You'll get owned here. This is not a good fight. Yeah, that's it's hard to read fights, but you do get a knack for it eventually. Yeah, that was never going to be that good of a fight. So since you're both on the same mobility units, just run from bad fights, basically. There's no need to take bad fights. If he has more than you, you just run away. What is the significance of hills? Yeah, good question. So hills, you get 25% extra attack, and you have 25% damage reduction. It's huge. It's absolutely huge. Yeah, same vills. Same vills. So the Cuman player couldn't really handle the Cuman boom properly. I guess maybe this was random civ or something, but yeah, Cumans require kind of a specific kind of gameplay to play them. And yeah, he couldn't quite handle it. So that's good. But still, we don't have bowsaw, and that's kind of a problem. Ecotechs are very important. Thumbring? Ah, man, we're trying to transition into the cavalry archers, but I don't know if that's a good idea right now. Opponent's going full camel. Cav archers in low numbers will die hard to camels, and honestly, even in high numbers, if he gets the heavy camel. Well, actually, wait, no, Cumans don't even have heavy camel. Never mind. They're the only civ that doesn't even have heavy camel that has camel. So maybe they won't be a problem, but this is an awkward time to transition to CA. If you're going to transition to CA, you do that after you have a castle here, and you're going to Imp. Then you transition to CA. If you try and transition to CA now, you get a bunch of upgrades, which is slowing down your Imperial Age. And you have to build a bunch of units, otherwise you just die because you're not really utilizing the upgrades properly, and he just attacks you. And yeah, you're basically, instead of spending on camels to not die to these, we're trying to transition into another unit type. And the only way that the Cav Archers beat this is if you have a lot of them. And if you have a lot of them, that means that your Imp is going to be so far delayed. So what you should have done here, mass camels, basically you make as many camels as you can, or as you need to fight his army. You keep up in camel count to him, and guess what? His camels scale poorly. If he has 20 camels, you have 20 camels. Okay, great. In Imp, you have 20 heavy camels. He has 20 garbage camels. Amazing. He goes 30 camels, you go 30 camels. And you just keep poking your head into his army, seeing what he's got, stuff like that. The more camels he makes, the better. Because Mongols have heavy camel. You can just get heavy camel, and he can't. And then, basically, while you're doing that, you're building up resources to go Imp. You got a castle here. Then, since the castle protects you from the camels as well, you don't really need to make more camels. Then you're safe on the way to Imp, and on the way to Imp, then you can invest your resources into transitioning to CA at that point. But if you do it now, you're not going to do anything with the CA in Castle Age, and it's just going to slow down your Imp. Hopefully that makes sense. He's going Capdram, that just loses to camels though. But that beats CA, so we're kind of transitioning to a unit that we lose with. Ooh, we did some weird market manipulation there. What was that? Where's our market? Wait. Or did we just spend weird? Do we not have a market? I don't know. Okay. It looked like we used the market, but I don't see a market, so we don't have one. Never mind. Alright, anyways. We're getting a bunch of random upgrades instead of going Imp, and that's a big problem. Like, what does +1 attack do for you here? Not very much. We already committed to going into CA. So, like, instead of making all CA and CA upgrades and iron casting, we could have had double the camels, basically. We could have just had 30 camels, and that's going to crush his army. But instead, we have, like, a few CA, which will contribute basically nothing. And we're going to have iron casting instead of more units, which will also just be worse here. And, yeah, I mean, we might win this fight. Maybe? Like, kind of, but we would have crushed the fight with just full camel. Would have been way better. Iron casting coming in when the fight's already over, so that's just delaying. It's just delaying Imperial Age. We want to really be clicking up to Imperial Age around 70 bills, or at least we really want to be thinking about it. I do like that you are still you were still making bills. You want to get up to 130, but, yeah. At least you didn't stop bills super early. But anyways, yeah, getting up is really important. Like, we are, like, what are we spending on? We're spending on CA, but, man, imagine we were Imp. You click Imp, and then you start making more CA. CA are going to do the job. Oh, why did we give the choke point? No. Like, right here. Like, you have the hill and the choke point. You micro to the top of this hill, at least. Like, why do we micro to the bottom of the hill? That's a disaster. I mean, it's fine, because you have camel support, but still. There we go. And, yeah, I mean, opponent just is kind of dead now. He also could have been Imp, but he's, like, his brain is just stopping working. He's not making military. He's not doing anything. There we go. And, yeah, I mean, from here, you crush him. There's no way you could lose from here, basically. Cumans just loses to Mongols late anyways. Like, you're in such a good spot. These skirms are not scary. You can just kill the skirms with CA at this point. Like, it's kind of fine. We made a bunch of Mangadai. It feels like you wanted to go Mangadai, but then you realized, oh, I have a big CA mass. Maybe I should just actually not go with Mangadai. Here, Kipchaks, who is better? Well, it depends on what you're fighting. Okay, Hussar. I mean, yeah, the game is over. Like, we are dominate. There's no more to really say about this. CA dominating, as expected. I like that you're pushing with the castles as well. It's really good. Castle to support or to control the neutrals. It's great. The only thing, as you climb in Elo, you will want to have a castle at home to defend. Like, imagine he just wasn't so bamboozled here and he had some raids come in. You're actually so unprotected at home. One castle on this hill would have been really good. That would have been amazing. But, I mean, you were so far ahead that it doesn't really matter. You're kind of worried. Yeah, one castle in the eco is really strong. If you're worried about raids, which I would have been worried about raids against Cumans here. Good APM, actually. You're gonna climb fast if you're already doing things pretty quickly. Yeah. I was curious why I didn't win earlier. Okay, well, you weren't really in that great of a spot until Imp, though. You kept taking bad fights. Basically, every fight that you took, almost, until near the end, was horrible. So you kept losing units, and he kept gaining units, basically. And also, just no double attacks gave you less res. But yeah, you were only really ahead after this fight here. And the reason for that, like, you spent your res on some random stuff, but at least you spent your res. He's floating like a million res. If he just instead had another 12 camels or whatever that gets him, no, that's like 15, 16, 17 camels. That's a lot of camels. I don't know. Maybe it's even more like 20 camels. If he just had his res spent in this fight, he would have been fine. But this fight is where it all went wrong for him. Like, look at the score. Look at the eco. It's all the same. Res collected. He's even ahead. This fight is what killed him. This is where you sort of won. But up until this point, it was fairly even. So, you just took bad fights. That's why you didn't win earlier. And of course, you transitioned into CA when, I mean, just more camels would have done the job there and go Imp. You make more camels. Say that you have 30 camels and he has 20 camels. Well, what's going to stop you from just putting a castle on his face and then going Imp and trebbing everything down? Like, that's the power play that we all try and go for eventually. Ideally. If you gain map control by spamming units in Castle Age, what you get with that map control is you can place a castle directly on his face and go Imp and make trebs. Very strong. If I put down 2 stable instead of ranges and did camels, would have been good. Yeah, I mean, that works as well. You don't always need that much of an investment, but yeah, in this game, probably instead of the ranges, like right here, you could have had some stables. But this is where you should have gone Imp, though, honestly. This is where I was saying, okay, you got to go Imp. You can add these ranges and go CA, but you got to click Imp first. You get Imp, and you make a castle here. Because right now, his army does beat yours a little bit, but if you have like 2 monks in the back or something with your army, it's going to be really good. But we're investing like Bodkinar, we're investing Fletching, all this. The opponent's running away. Opponent doesn't really have much right now anyways, and you sort of knew that. But we're getting like Thumb Ring, Bodkinar, Fletching, Armor. That's our Imp money. We could be Imp. Like, look at your res. You can basically be Imp here. Imagine you go Imp and you're already on stone. You get a castle here. On the way up or whatever, it's available on up. You get conscription, and you get all your CA upgrades on the way up. You can do that, and yeah, it's gonna be great. But you added so much military here, it was kind of unnecessary. I mean, it ended up doing the trick. There's many ways to play the game, and many ways to play the game successfully, but I think on high level, we would have been clicked up at that, like, kind of 80 vil mark with the castle here, building towards Imp. No need to go for another Castle Age battle here. I mean, you just had more than him here. So, he was just not spending his res properly, basically, but yeah. Anyways, hopefully that makes sense. Floating so much wood, I didn't want to... Yeah, I mean, if you're floating a lot of wood, there's a few things that you can make. Yeah, you can make production, but you can also just make more farms. Those are kind of the 2 things. Or, I mean, another thing that you want to do if you're floating a lot of wood is just select a bunch of vills and just get a mining camp somewhere. Mining camp on stone, mining camp on gold, whatever. Can't really go wrong with it. Or like a TC out here or something like that. It's pretty good. And yeah, I mean, if you have any more questions, just let me know. Thanks for submitting.